This is what happens when you let the 2.5-year-old spin your wheel. We got it. No problem. All right, I need to split this. Oh boy. Okay. Hello. It is a rest day, but I'm making up for missing yesterday. I was worried about time for a reason. Well, we had a great time. Hello. It was great, Lisa. We had such a good time. Um, yeah, it was awesome. Thank you for asking. But I am old. And I was just like going the whole day before. And then I think they got to our house, started showing up at like 12:20. And then, but I mean, John and I had been cooking in the kitchen all morning almost. And then it was like 9:30 before everybody was on their way home. So I'm old. And it's a whole day in the sun and chasing littles and all those fun things. But that was very fun. I do appreciate everybody's understanding because when we planned this, we planned it way earlier in the year. I had no idea that it was going to fall during Tour de Fleece. I just wasn't thinking. Usually we do it earlier in the year. But the weather refused to warm up for a while. Oh, I get it, Lisa. And I got up this morning and I was like, okay, so Monday chores, I have a list. Hello. And so I started like washing all those towels, picking up, cleaning up, emptying the dishwasher and putting the last few dishes from last night into it. It was like, and doing my normal stuff on Monday morning. So, but I'm good. I had lunch with my bestie. So I was tired, but otherwise great. What have you guys all done this weekend? Tell me about your weekends. And hit the heart if you can. I gotta move this a little, sorry. My daughter in law came back because she had today off. Oh, Ellen's painting. Okay. She came back while I was gone having lunch with my friend to use the pool. I was like, yes, come. It's fine. We love her. Kathleen said, went to NYC to care for my sister who got out of the hospital. No spinning, but lots of knitting. I hope she's doing well. Was it nice to spend time together? Joanne said was in Sedona last week. Gorgeous scenery, great food. Wasn't roasting hot, luckily. Wow. That sounds like as good as it could ever get. Carla's cooking. So meal prepping. We have leftovers from last night, so I'm thinking maybe that's what we're having tonight. Tina said dealing with an upper respiratory infection. Hubby is finally better. Youngest one is now running a fever. Oh no. Can't seem to catch a break down here. Sometimes whatever gives you the infection just runs through the whole family. Mel said helped to get a kid ready for camp and prep for cleaning peoples to come today. I've been racing around all morning. I just finally put the dogs in the car and went to Culver's to get lunch pup cups. Oh yeah. These guys know a Culver's pup cup. Kathleen said it was nice to hang out with her, but third surgery in 6 months. She's getting discouraged. Oh no. So it's more keeping her spirits up at this point. Gosh, I'm sorry, Kathleen. That sounds really hard. I can't even imagine 3 and 6 months. Oh, Carla, which one was that? Joanne said, working on a crazy patch book cover project with Jerry Bellini's Stitch Club. That sounds interesting. Hey, Erica, how are you doing? Oh, Carla said, getting ready to prep next spin, a 5-strand, each a different color. That sounds really cool. Oh, Aaron's place. Got it. Mel said, Roxanne, I got to, she said, yeah, she said. Desiree said, what's your opinion on a chain ply versus plying from 3 bobbins? It's really, Desiree, about how you want your colors to come out. If you want like a color shifting stripe, you want a chain ply. If you want like a barber pole effect, you want to do the 3-ply from different bobbins. If you only spun one single, or if it's all one color and you just want to spin one single, then you chain ply. So it's really not like one's better than the other. It's about how you want your yarn to come out. Erica said, I'm good. Got a rain day today. Ooh, yay. Tina said, I'm thinking I'm going to knit my 260 yards of Wee into a triangle shawl. I finished mine. Gosh, I meant to show it to you guys. I guess I'll do a short video at the end of the tour with everything I finished. Carla said, thank you for putting your oh, I'm so glad they're spinning nicely. Shireen, I don't know exactly what this one costs. I bought mine used. Hey, Deb. So I bought mine used like a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. It was still in the box, but it had never been put together or anything or actually spun on, but it was years old, like 12 years old. I paid $750. I do not know what a new one is because I only buy used ones. Hey, Lamar. Mel said I got the fun of ripping out the color work on that sweater I was working on is too big. Oh. You mean while you were hanging out with Rox or on the weekend? Or both? Yeah, she was here. Must have been Saturday. Hey, Ella. And she said she just got, yeah, it must have been Saturday that she just got to spin with you and that it was fun. Hello, Andra. I will be finishing my singles today. Yay. I mean, Shireen, they're kind of all over the map. There, you can get one for less than that. It would be a different one probably. Well, I mean, you might be able to find this one for that, less than that. Mel said I haven't done it yet. Rocks, oh, help me determine that's too, oh, I see. Lisa said I'm on a second bat from my friend who unexpectedly passed away, planning to weave a shawl from it. That'll be a nice memory of your friend. Lori said, hi, everyone. 93 feels like 98. Ooh, I just can't touch wool until after the sun goes down. I don't blame you. Hope said, beautiful tribute. I'm sorry for your loss. Connie, you're fine. It's only been 9 minutes. And I'm staying long today because I missed a challenge day. I just literally, when the kids left, I said to John, like, I never went live today. And we just kind of looked at each other. We were on the couch. And I said, are you ready to just go to bed? And he was like, I need to unwind. And I swear, I was like a little kid. Hey, Di. I was like a little kid with my eyes like drooping shut. It was good. We got between episodes. We're watching Chapelway on Prime. And we got between episodes, and he was like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Yes, I've been ready." So, oh, that reminds me. Are any of you guys readers? Because I'm reading a book and I want to know if anyone else has read it, and I really want to know what like people think of it. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I don't even know for sure if that is Spanish, but I think it is. Oh, did I not say Hope? Thank you. It's called the Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Carla said, "I hear ya." I don't know what that was should have been. I'm something early to bed because of early rising, not by choice. Yeah. Well, I was also tired, like pool time, outside all day. We ate a lot of food, had a lot of baby time, had a lot of toddler time. Just had fun. Yeah. Boy, you used to chase, well, you did you, Erica? Oh my gosh, Erica. Can you spin sewing thread? I mean, people spin embroidery thread. I don't know if that's the same. I suppose you could. Yeah, Erica. Okay, so I do like it, but I'm feeling I'm struggling a little bit to empathize with the hero at the moment. He just got engaged. Hey, Mary, with Theo. I'm actually listening to it, by the way. I need to be done with it in like 2 days. So, oh, see, you can. Sarah said my cat Harry has decided that I needed cleaning while I'm trying to crochet. Well, there you go. Jillian Eve is spinning sewing thread. Hey Lisa, how are you? Are you enjoying the summer? It is beautiful here. Mel said, "What book I missed it?" It's the Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I'm like probably 60 some percent of the way through, but it's audio and it's like 32 hours. Hey Krista and Elizabeth. Mary says she's a better woman than I. I mean, that's what I heard, Erica. I mean, definitely with cotton, you can spin thread. It is pretty common, actually. Elizabeth said that book is on my to be read this year. I mean, it is good. Erica said I felt the same about the hero. Okay. Um, oh, Mel, I couldn't quite get into it. I tried. I did listen to the first one, but I couldn't quite get there. I wanted to be honest, but I just couldn't do it. Well, don't give it away, Erica. I'm just trying to. It's not that I don't like him at all, but I don't know. I'm kind of struggling. Hello, Aurora. It's good. Of course, I'm worried about what's going to happen with Pop Chick. That's all I'm really worried about. I don't want to give away too much for those of you who are getting ready to read it, you know. Lisa said, I am. I did spinning at the Alpina Art on the Bay all weekend. Ooh, nice. Now, okay, Lisa, tell me about that because I heard that the mitten thing, what is it called? Tip of the mitt is done. Mary said, what was that movie that I don't know? What did I say about it, Mary? Do you remember? Oh, hey, time to switch. Right. Yes. I didn't think that was the same one. You said you had read the book and wondered if it was the movie was the same as the book, and it was. Ooh. I don't know. I'll have to go through my history, Mary. I'm sorry. I don't remember off the top of my head. Honestly, I read a lot of books. It probably seems like all I do is spin, but oh, Serpentine. Yes, Mary, have you read that book? That story is crazy. I'm switching feet. Hang on. When I first read the book, I was like, is this really true? Like, is this real? Because it says it's a true story. Oh, that sounds fun, Lisa. September's a nicer time to do it than our Fiber Festival here. So this is funny, you guys. I was coming home. American fiction characters can be real. We like them, but not yes. Okay, so I stopped at the local yarn store on my way home from lunch with my friend. I did not have knitting with me. I just stopped to like see who was there and say hi and whatnot, right? And the new owner, his name is Floyd. I've met his wife like twice, but the first time it was so in passing. I don't even know if we exchanged names. I can't remember. She said, but the second time we all kind of sat down and like chatted for a little while. So she said the other day, which one's Trish? The real one? And I was like, well, I am real. Sometimes I'm too real. Thanks, Beth. Oh, wrong way. I think it's turning out really pretty. The yellow is just a little brighter than what you're seeing, I think. But yeah, I'm really happy. Man, seeing what you guys are all spinning has been so fun this year. It's fun every year, but hey, Melanie, your package went out this morning. Lisa said, I want to get to Michigan Fiber Festival. It's the same week as our 4-H fair. My grandkids are involved in the goats. Yeah, that does make it hard, doesn't it? Hello, Helene. Mary said, I have some Navajo churro that I'm on a Navajo spindle. That's been interesting. Mary, did you process it yourself or did you, hang on, I'm getting tangled a little bit. Or did you buy it? I thought it was very interesting because of the double coat. That breed has a very interesting history also. Oh, good. Mari said I received my Wii a few minutes ago. Thanks, Trish. It's awesome. I'm so glad you like it. I loved that one. Like I said before, I loved it so much that I did a sock yarn with like speckles of the same colors, and it is so good. Lisa said we are spending a lot of time fishing and camping in Ontario. That sounds fun. Sandra, this is a Kromsky minstrel. Melanie said, I saw that. I bought 2 blacklight flashlights. I'm going to spin for my daughter who just got really into knitting. Oh, is she a rave kind of person, Melanie? It is kind of neat. I've been just sort of dabbling in it, and it's just, I actually take myself into a closet to take the blacklight picture so there's no windows or anything. It's kind of neat. Ghislaine said, oh, uh-oh. Well, Ghislaine, it should fully exhaust. So you could also try like using a little bit less dye, or like heating it again so that the water is fully clear, because food coloring should fully exhaust. Susan said, I just tried a sample of churro and found it difficult. What was the trouble that you had, Susan? I mean, it's different because of the 2 different lengths and because it has like no crimp. Yeah, okay, that's why you bought the flash. It's still cool. Oh, Lisa. Oh my gosh, cool. Wow. What did she blend it with wool? Mary said it's carded sliver and I got it from RH Lindsay. I got 2 pounds of it and it's really nice. About the blacklight react, do they fade over time or after a certain number of washes? Not that we wash our knits all that much. Okay, as far as I know, Elizabeth, they will not fade any more than your regular dye because the pigment is part of the actual dye. Like, it's not a separate pigment, if that makes sense. So it wouldn't fade any more than a regular acid dye. That's awesome, Susan. Yay. Now, that took forever. What happened? Did something go wrong? I haven't looked at your shipping. Joanne said cousin in Phoenix uses blacklight to spot scorpions. I have heard that. I probably wouldn't think of it if I was there, but I've heard it. Mary said, Lindsay, I got 2 pounds. It's really nice. And blacklight reactive fade over time. Oh, wait. Or after. Oh, I'm going to have to test that. Hey, Rocks. Sandra, what festival do you mean? I think it would make good warp, Mary. Oh, Helene, that is exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh, it went to your son's house. Okay. I was like, where did it go? Lisa said, wool and full cashmere. Her husband saw me spinning on my starling. Oh, wow. And they came to the beach with their puppy. She gave me a tour of her homestead. Wow, that's so cool. In Ontario, Lisa? Or close to you? That's awesome. Are you all resting today? I know a few people are like making up for other days that they missed, just like me. Cheryl's plying. What are you plying, Cheryl? Are you excited to be plying? Sometimes that is like my favorite thing because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so close to starting a new project. Yes, village in Ontario, less than 60 people live there. Wow. Connie's not resting. No rest for the wicked, right, Connie? You and me. It is supposed to be a rest day, yes, Mary. They had a challenge day yesterday. Oh, rocks. See, you're at the fun part too. Tina said, I did spin a little today, made another bat, didn't remember it was a rest day. I'll rest tomorrow. Yeah, I've been saying that for a long time. Elaine said, so cool. We have an alpaca farm near me. I really should go check it out sometime. I'm pretty sure they give tours. Ooh. But you knew you weren't going to be home, right, Elizabeth? Wow. You guys are so industrious. I love it. Well, John was texting me earlier and I was like, okay, I'm going to go live and then I'll be done when you get home from work. And then I'm going to take these dogs for a walk because it's really nice here today. But they're snoozing. Oh, you can't quite see her. She is out like a light. Oh, that's right, Elizabeth. I remember you saying you were going to a concert. Erica's making up for a day. Hey, Nadine. Krista said I crocheted a super wonky hat with my first lumpy, bumpy yarn I ever spun on a wheel. Good. That way you'll keep it. Needed to make space in the finished yarn box. Mary's working on her traddy, put a new flyer in the bobbin, the jumbo. That's fun. Uh-oh. Hope, are you asleep? Oh, is it because it's European calendar? Oh, Susan said she just left Shipshawana. Gosh, Shipshawana. We used to have so much fun there. Oh, yeah, she's snoozing. She's out. I think when I leave the house, she doesn't sleep at all. I could be wrong, but I suspect that she doesn't sleep. Tina said there's an alpaca farm around the Dallas area, about 2 to 3 hours. They're having an open house type thing in September. That's fun. Oh, yeah. We, I used to work for a company owned by the Norwegian government, and I had to get used to all the calendars starting on Monday. That's why I asked if it was European calendar. Oh no, don't break the drive band. Melanie said might spin my challenge from yesterday, which was pulling out my nano to spin the silk that has been on it for years. Was it fun? Oh, good. Hey, Melissa, how are you doing? Oh, Connie said I used to have 3 alpacas. What fun. I still have to spin their fiber. No time like the present, Connie. I still haven't figured out dinner. I wonder if we have enough leftovers. I think we might. Does that sound like a good idea? Poor John's at work right now and he's probably listening and being like, ugh, that's what I had for lunch. Melanie said the silk was fun. My skills have improved. Oh, I'm sorry, Melissa. Did you have to travel to see him? Like, have you seen him? I'm so sorry. Also, the only thing I did spinning was, oh, my wheel in the car. Bring my wheel in from the car. Okay, that's okay. Oh my gosh, hang on. Oh, Mary said, by the way, Trish, do you know anything about lyocell? I got a pound of it and I'd want to know if I can dye it. It's really shiny and sparkly. John. He's like, we have enough leftovers. Yeah, but he had them for lunch. Baby had them for lunch. We don't have to do that. I'll find something. Cecilia said, still working on my second spool of the berry. Those are so pretty, Cecilia. I saw your picture on Facebook. Lisa said, I'm planning my third skein from wool that I dyed. I've been sampling different ways to spin the same braid for different finished yarns. I love that. Smash the thing. Oh, Lisa, how fun. That's what I heard, Rox. You said, and then she said, was it awesome? And she said you helped her with a sweater. Melissa said, I've seen him a lot, but he's really bad now. At this point, we are just making him comfortable, so he really isn't there. Oh, no, Melissa. I am so sorry. There is just really nothing like that part that there. I know there's nothing I can say that can make you feel better, but I am so sorry. It is, I don't know. I don't have the right words. And it's amazing how, like, it makes you feel so alone, but then you realize how many of us go through that in our lives. And it's like it's a blessing to be able to be there, but it's also torture. I don't know how to say the right words. I'm sorry. I wish I had better words. Right. Elizabeth said you don't have the right words because the right words don't exist. All we can do is show up for each other however we can. I agree. I recently saw somebody who was angry about losing someone, which I think is a normal part of all of it. It is so hard. Melissa said it's hard to see him like that. But this person was just so angry in the angry part of grief, and she was really mad about what people say, like when they say, I'm so sorry for your loss. And I was like thinking to myself, like, you're not really angry at the people who are trying to say what they can say to comfort you, because there isn't anything, like Elizabeth said. What you're just really mad inside yourself, and you should be, and that's normal. You know? Lisa said there aren't good words. We just know what we can, do what we can, and then be there for someone else going through it. Exactly. I mean, we're all here with you, Melissa, and a lot of us have been through it. So, not saying we know exactly what you're going through, but we all know some of it, almost all. And I'm glad you can be there for him. I like to think they know in some way, but what do I know? Not much. That's good. I think it's good. I mean, I think it all depends on what you believe personally, but Ghislaine said I believe that too. Thank you, Vicky. It spins really nicely. It just makes a little bit of bobbin noise. I am spinning a blacklight reactive one, Melissa, called Martian Martini. Melanie, I agree. She said it's nice we have a group here we can share with, and it doesn't have to be just happy things, you know. Okay, that little kid had my fiber so wound around this wheel. Thank you. Joanne said losing a loved one is always hard. It is. And you know, some people say like fast is better, slow is better. It's not true. It's like each thing has some good, some bad, or is better in one way and worse in another. There's no such thing as one way better than the other. That's just my opinion, of course. We're all welcome to an opinion. Oh, well, we're glad you're here, Melissa. If you can make another person feel less alone when they're going through a hard time, like that's the best thing you can ever do. Deb, what's 100%? Vicky said, I don't mind the wheel noises as long as it's something that damages the wheel. The wheel noises I find part of the peaceful spinning process. I don't mind them. I have a question for you guys. Do you think in the fiber community, and you're the ones to ask, oh, Connie, she said, we lost my mom in March, so I feel the sorrow with you, Melissa. I'm sorry that you guys have to be keeping comfort for each other that way, but it's always nice to not feel alone. Hey, Robin. Oh, the question I was going to ask. Do you feel like there's a lot of gatekeeping in the fiber community? I'm curious what you all think. Mari said ultimately lie. Yes. So you can diet. Oh gosh, I meant to say you can diet. I did a plant fiber dyeing video a while back. You can look for it. One of the things that I did was very similar to lyocell, so you might want to look it up. But yes, you can. I'm sorry, I got off track on that, Mary. I apologize. Okay, Elizabeth said, oh, Sarah said very much so. Can you elaborate, Sarah? And Elizabeth said, I don't know about a lot, but probably a little bit at least. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm not, gatekeeping means you are trying to keep some knowledge from like the masses as if you're afraid they might try to like do what you do. You don't want them to get good at something, essentially, or know what you know. Erica said I had both. I knew his spine collapse was imminent and that took a toll, I think is what it should be, but the decision itself had to be a right now one. Oh. Hope said, yes, I think that's why I gravitate to your. Okay. Okay. Melanie said, not sure what you mean. Okay, so I explained that. I mean, yeah, it's to eliminate competition. I don't know, Mel. It wasn't specifically said, but I'm feeling like, oh, wow, I don't feel like that. And I can't say I exactly take offense. Robin said, I feel spinning has been less. Wait a minute. Less gatekeepy than the knitting has been, but my experience has been more from Reddit and not from other places. Interesting. Sometimes when I think the communities have that issue, it's a people issue, pattern access. I'm not sure what the person meant. Mary said, okay, but then there are people like you and others. That's how I feel, Mary. I look at the community and I think that people are so generous in this community. I was surprised that it's being talked about like that. Hope said, I think there's a fear of knowledge because others might become content creators. There are so many already. What would the difference be? Rock said, I hear people complain that there is gatekeeping, but usually it's in the context of someone demanding, to know how an independent dyer does something. I feel like that's a little different, but Melissa said, I've had people get snappy at me for asking questions. That being said, I never take it personal. Sarah said, I've run into a lot of people who are fiber snobs and that knitting is better than crochet. Also, that they think one knitting technique is better over another. I mean, I have seen snobbery, definitely. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I see so much generosity all over. I was surprised by that, and I felt a little, I guess, disheartened that someone else is looking at the whole community. I don't mean just ours. I mean the whole fiber community and thinking of it that way. Or maybe it was just a gimmick to get people watching them as if they're better than all the so-called gatekeepers. I don't know. Grandma Bob said no. Elizabeth said, yes, our community is open and willing to share with everyone, but I've heard, okay, other fiber. Okay. Melissa said, I keep to the people who are kind. Yeah. I had to, I've kind of gone on a rampage unfollowing people who are have a lot of drama or a lot of anger. And I felt guilty. I was saying it to someone else. I'm like, I feel really bad unfollowing such and such. And she was like, don't. If they don't bring the energy that's right for you, then that's okay. There's someone else that's right for them. Lori said, this is a very kind community, the ones I watch, because they give off. Oh, wait, I lost it. The ones I have been in that weren't kind, I simply left. There's a lot of YouTubers that I won't watch because they give off the holier than thou attitude. About doing stuff, you mean, Sarah? The way they do stuff? Elaine said, groups I'm a part of are super supportive and helpful. Oh, you guys are too? Really? Okay. Mary said, I felt so much better to get so much negativity out. That's what I'm afraid of. Life is too short and we must experience all the joy we can. Mel said, people that can't be happy for other people's journey are not my people. Right. That's true, Rox. No, I get it. I do get that. It's like I want to support, but sometimes when I watch, especially TikTok, I see a lot of like drama and maybe anger, negativity, whatever you want to call it. And I can feel my own emotions, like as I go, not getting better, but getting worse. Let's put it that way. Melissa said, I feel overwhelmed when there's drama. I'm tired and old. That's how I feel, Melissa. It's so much energy. What are you wasting that energy on? Carla said, I love our people. And so I felt bad unfollowing, but I'm like, I don't feel good watching this. Okay, wait. I got behind. Elizabeth said, I admit I tend to watch smaller channels. I think it's less there. I think sometimes the big channels, their OG people comment like they're special for being there longer than new people. Some people love chaos and stirring the pot. I mean, that is what gets you views, right? It is a way. It's not the only way, but it's a way. Tina said, this is the only one I interact with. I watch others for the info, but not for interaction. Oh, me too. Love me some FLD community. I'm sure that Melissa has seen the videos I'm talking about. Erica said, maybe I just pay attention, but usually who I watch, you, Rox, Jillian, are so generous and are there because the fiber arts are so fun. Ghislaine said, I absolutely will not watch for the drama. For sure, waste energy. Hope said, as an empath, I don't need my energy sucked out of me. Exactly. I'm just more aware. I missed one. Being angry can be engagement bait. I'm sure that might have something to do with it. I don't know. Mel said, if I get the yuck feeling after I've watched someone, I quit going into that space. Yeah. Me too, Carla. I just was noticing it. Like I was scrolling on TikTok especially, but other places too sometimes. I feel like the algorithm on YouTube and Facebook understands that better with me. That stuff makes my mood go down. So I just started to remove. Or like the drama channels where all they actually do is sit and talk about the drama, but they don't do anything of their own. Can you imagine? Sounds awful. But they end up with tons of views. Mel said, if I get the yuck feeling, yep, going into that space. Mary said, I'm with you, Carla. Everyone here is great. Pretty much. Hello, Eliane. I probably got that wrong. Lisa said, I'd never watch anything like that. Hope said, once I notice drama occurring more than a few times, I bounce. Ain't got time for that. Robin said, I love your channel. I've been really enjoying catching the lives to interact. Need to hop off. Bye, Robin. Well, I swear I was not looking for compliments. I really just wanted to know what you guys thought. Because my first reaction was like, bye, Ghislaine. Carla said, thumbs up, people, keep the FLD vibe going. Exactly, Lisa. I don't have to go looking for it. I can find it if I want to find it. But I had seen this like video all about gatekeeping and how this person was above the gatekeeping and they wanted to just help people. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to say I feel offended, but I see a lot of generosity. I don't know what you're seeing. Are you imagining it? I don't know. So I just wondered what your opinions were. And if you want to specifically know how I dyed something, I will tell you. Kelly said some people never, well, again, I think it builds a viewership, you know. So I guess it's a strategy. Mel said a FLD vibe is a new colorway name that needs to be a fiber. I keep a list, Mel, of names and like colorway ideas that I have when I get inspired. Yay, Carla's done. That's what I do, Mel. I go in a closet at like 8:30 a.m. and take a picture. I'm so glad you can't see what's actually in that closet. It's totally a mess. I've got to clean it. I just don't want to. I really need John there while I clean it is the problem. Because some of it's his stuff. Mel said, oh yeah, sorry, I already did that one. Hope said you're the best because you're, well, you're open, honest, and real. I don't know if I'm the best, but boy, you guys sure see what's real. We're in the middle of a fiber event. Oh, Advent. I don't know, Susan. I've thought about it quite a bit. Have you dyed superfine merino? Yes. And I have tips, Lisa, but it might not be what you want to hear. So, okay. Well, superfine. I don't know how fine of a micron that would be, but I have done a lot of 18 micron merino. And I've experimented with it because at first I had some felting trouble and I was tossing it. Faraday Farm, this is Kristen. I have a pack of highlighters that I bought when Paradise Fibers did their back to school dyeing box. Oh my gosh, really? Lori cleaning closets and found a bunch of fiber. It's like Christmas. Okay, Lisa, my best tip. What are you using to heat it, Lisa? Melissa said I'm going to take all the fiber I bought from you and make my own Advent. Perfect. Okay, 19.5. So what I did, Lisa, was 18 microns. So it's just a tiny bit finer. Okay. Here's my tips. I started using an induction burner, and that is too much heat concentrated in one spot for that. You can use it for some things, but not for the merino. And I was getting felting like right over the burner. So what I did instead, I can do two different things. I can still use the induction burner and use a heat, I think they call it a heat diffuser. It's like a stainless plate and you put it right on the induction part. Oh, what temp do you put it on, Lisa? Have you tried it? Or is this like something you're about to try? Because what I was going to tell you is that the heat diffuser works really well to keep it from felting, but you do have to go up on the heat. I don't really understand why, but you do. So it probably stops like a lot of the direct heat coming into the pan, so it diffuses the heat. Hey, that's probably why. Anyway, just figuring this out. The other thing I do that works super awesome, but is not the answer probably you're going to want, is I have this food heater warmer that goes up to 210 degrees from Webstaurant Supply. I don't think that's exactly what it's called, but something like that. You can find it if you just search for Webstaurant. It might be. And I put water in it because it's like a chafing dish, but it's electric. You plug it in. I put water in it and then I put a pot, not a pot, one of those dishes, the catering dishes in it. And that has been so good. I have zero felting. I also do try not to put super hot um um water on it. So I make paste with the super hot water and the dye, and then I put cold after it's dissolved. Um, I I haven't tried that, Kristen, so I don't really know. But I think you can probably find one secondhand. But I haven't tried it. The heat diffusers are like $12. Elizabeth said, John checked Trisha's theory on what I know you had thermodynamics on that. Check it on that. If the heat diffuser is diffusing heat, he does help me troubleshoot that. Melissa said we should definitely do it, Elizabeth. Lisa said finding that I start at a lower temp, 250 for 15 minutes, then raise to 275, then 300, all in 15-minute increments. I have not done a ton of oven dyeing. So, but I would think that that would work the way that heat, food heater warmer thing works. That's a newer thing. I've really just started messing around with it and it's working so great. I'm just trying, can you put like a candy thermometer? Can you get a dedicated one and use that and kind of check the temp of the water so you can keep track? Kristen said, I missed something about dyeing the ultrafine merino. What was the problem? Felting? Question mark. I was having trouble with the felting, but I assumed that Lisa was talking about felting, but maybe not. Oh, well, good night, nurse. Talk to you later, guys. She's out of here. Oh, the advent calendar. Okay, I got sidetracked again. Sorry. Story of my life. I've thought about it. My problem is how does that work? Do I try to make it all go together? Do I do like 1 ounce for each day? I'm not against it. Do I do a bat and divide it up? I'm not against it. And I'd have to start soon though. Lisa said, definitely yes, felting. I use a digital thermometer. Don't let it go. I would say don't let it go over 200. How hot does it get in the pan, Lisa? If you're using a thermometer. Because 212 is boiling. I learned that from John. And you definitely don't want to get that high. Probably don't even need to get to 200. The best thing I found, okay, a theme. 1 ounce a day. See, this is what I don't know. Yes. Well, no, I know, Lisa. You guys are funny. I've seen 50-gram bats or top and 20-gram minis if it's yarn. Okay. I've thought about it a million times. And it seems like such a huge, daunting project. And also, I see so much complaining about the prices. That's it. Melanie said they're a lot of work. I get scared. I don't think you need to go over 180. Improving, but will not buy extra fine merino again. Yeah, I wish I could give you more, but since I don't really do the oven dyeing, I don't know a lot. Cindy said, my first time dyeing lace weight, I ended up boiling it. Did it felt, Cindy? Really? Here in Denver, it's 201. Are you serious? Okay, he never told me that. I wonder how far above sea level you have to get before it's different. 1 ounce a day for 30 days of December would be a pound. Oh my gosh, Cindy, real, oh no. I've only burnt yarn once and I did throw it away. I had to. I burnt through it. Cooking at high altitude is an adventure. It sounds like baking at high altitude is an adventure. People take the colored chunks from each day and blend them or make a gradient or make a fractal. I'm going to have to go, wait, okay. Mel said like half an ounce a day for 30 days would be a pound roughly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Nonsense going on back there. There is literally nothing happening here. Erica said I like the bed. I mean, that could work for me. But how do you give a theme? I got to think about it. Give me a little time to think. If I do, it's going to be very limited. Jan said, yes, baking bread is so weird here. I learned to prefer dyeing yarn than to dye roving. Mari said maybe only do 15 or 20, not. If I do it, it has to be a real advent calendar. When I see those makeup advent calendars and they have like 12 days, that gives me rage inside. That's not advent. I don't know why. Yes, it should be 24 days. Listen, Miss Ma'am, you don't need to come and sit with me right now. Thank you so much. She's like, fine. Okay, Cindy said I try to stay under 190 and then let everything sit till it's cool and have it. Oh, yeah. Lisa, that could be never, ever touch it till it's totally, completely cool. Just set it somewhere. Haven't had any bleeding or felting. Lots of work for an advent, but I would be in to buy one. Lisa said if anyone watches Nitty Natty, she just finished a gradient advent spin. It was the full 24 days. Turned out gorgeous. Wait, why are you bummed? If you're going to do it, I'd say limit I would definitely do that. Do you, Deb? Yeah, when I think about it, I think like if I do that, it's going to be 20 and that's it. She was like, fine. I'm going to go lay on the couch. You're mean. I mean, I probably would do a pre-order with a set limit, yeah. I mean, every year I think about it and I think, really, I wouldn't want to start on August 1st to make sure that I get everything really. I mean, both of them have a good side eye, honestly. Because also the time limit scares me, but because I'm all over the place all the time. I can be organized though, Deb. Oh, Deb. Deb said, take my money. It's true. Kristen said there's a stealth striping sock advent that I want so bad, but it's just so expensive and I just can't justify $100 socks. I agree with you, Kristen. She said, not that the maker hasn't put $100 of work into creating it, but it's a lot. That's how I feel. Like, not at all begrudging anybody the price their work is worth, to them or to the world or whatever. I don't mean it that way. But I also feel like I can't justify $100 socks. Elizabeth said, dead mine too, I feel you. Lisa said, yep, that's what I'm doing now. Okay, good. Has that been better? Always happy to get additional ideas from other dyers. 2 per month, and next year it was, well, maybe. Rock said it might be interesting to do something like different breeds or different fibers, maybe dyed the same colors. How about take this year to brainstorm and start working on it early next year? Oh, I could get it done. If you're sharing, dying, do the advent, I would definitely get one from you. Mel said, keep the packaging simple. Definitely. That is one of the things that seems like a lot of work and a lot of waste. Erica said, love that idea, Rocks. Mel said, agree. I can't spend that much on socks. I mean, Not that they aren't worth it. I don't mean that at all. It is a crazy amount of work. Maury said I like Roxanne's idea. It is a good one. Melissa said just put me on the list for that advent. You guys are funny. Wait, what was a mess? If I do it, it'll be like 20. And I think maybe this year I would do bats, and then I could really think about next year because I would love to do, oh, Lisa, no, it's fine. I would love to do a sock mini one. Candy said hello, pretty sure I'm toward the end of today, but better the end than nothing at all. Yay. Welcome, Candy. We're going to give your bat away this week. Lisa said, one year I got the coolest box of drawers and I liked the box better than the yarn. Wow. I feel like bats are something that aren't being done in the advent calendars as much. So if I could make 8-ounce bats and split them up, and then everyone gets, I don't know, an ounce or maybe even a 2-ounce one. But yes, packaging, I got to think packaging. Melissa said that would be fun. Candy said, you know what? I don't. What day is it? Thursday? I would say probably 5 my time. So I think that's 4 your time, right? Will that work for you, Candy? Because I would love for you to be able to be there. Joanne said, would love an Advent set. Jillian Eve did a few years, included about 1 ounce per day, and a few other goodies like stickers and charms. Elizabeth said, Melly knits, does bats, but she's the only one I've heard of doing those. The yarn ones are in abundance. I love the word abundance. Why? I don't know. You guys, I didn't say yes yet. I said maybe. Lisa said bats would be awesome. I'm surprised on how much I love spinning bats. You know what? When you get a bat and it's basically been recarded, the fiber is usually so. Melissa said we heard yes. Oh, Desiree said your bossy bats are gorgeous. I would love to buy an Advent bat from you. Well, but it needs to be secret each day, Lisa. I mean, I guess, yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, abundance. I should. Candy said I would like to be there, but if I can't, I can't. No big. I have a friend I haven't seen in years coming Thursday for lunch. But will your friends still be there at 4, you think? Keep working on you, bats for Advent. I used to hate it, Mel. It just sounded funny, but now I love it. Mel said you love the word abundance because you always come from a place of generosity and abundance. It's just funny to say. Inspiration bats. It's got to be easy. I mean, I do have an idea, to be honest. Mari said tissue paper wrapped around just lunch bags. But they have to be lunch bags. I just have to think about it. Oh, I actually just had a good idea about it. And a good day. I had a great day. This week has been amazing so far. Yes, Kristen said, remember the old brown paper lunch bags? They are cheap and fold over well. They could be closed with a great sticker very quickly. Candy said it's hard to say. I don't know if okay. Well, what about Tuesday, Candy? Would that work? Because I could do tomorrow. Elizabeth said, so you're saying yes then? Oh, Melissa. Love you guys. Mel said I also was thinking lunch bags, like mini lunch bags. I was actually thinking of the little candy bags. Some of you guys will remember in the old days, like when I was a kid, you could go into a candy shop and get like a little white bag, probably about this big, little white bag, and fill it out of like jars, and then you would just pay for the full price, the price of the full bag. Remember those? Those might be a good one. Melissa, you're way too young. And Elizabeth, you guys are too young to know those. Hope, I think we're the same age. Are we? Candy said tomorrow would be. Yeah, let's do tomorrow. We'll do tomorrow at 5 my time. Yes. I love you guys. And I love Carla for saying no pressure. All the rest of you with your pressure. I'm just kidding. Everything's fine. You seem young, Elizabeth, in a good way. Okay, so we're going to give bats away tomorrow. Candy donated one. Absolutely pressure. So we're going to give away Candy's bat, and then I'll give away another one. Mel said, also, I think we all understand this is about. Yeah, I know that. I know. Everything's fine. Good night, Ellen. Oh, 47 and a half. We don't count the halves anymore, do we? Me too, Tina. We probably went to the same place. Candy said, I remember when a full-size Snickers bar was a nickel. Now they call it a king size. I would say that as far back as I can remember, they were maybe a quarter. Cindy years under pressure. Under pressure. Candy, oh my gosh, I remember that. You know, you'd take like $1 down to the candy store and you'd come home with so much candy. Elizabeth said, I don't usually count the half. I said to make a point that is not that much of a difference. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to go. It's been over an hour. I did my whole hour, but this is all I have left of the Martian Martini, so I'll be applying soon. That's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and encouraging me to do an advent calendar. I am actually joking. I don't feel too stressed about it. I'm doing better about checking in with myself, I guess, and saying like, do I really want this, or am I making myself think I want this so I can make people happy? Mel said my folks would send me into the corner store to pick up cigarettes for them, and if I was lucky, I'd get an extra quarter for candy. I used to go get cigarettes for my grandma when I was like 11. Yeah, we're getting there, Rox. I'm doing better. I feel like that therapy was like the best thing ever, but I'm gonna go because John's gonna be home from work soon. We need to eat, and then I need to walk these dogs. You can tell that they are just dying to go for a walk. Look at this guy. He is just straight sprawled. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for bats, and I love you.